Greetings everybody, I'm Lobo, welcome to Luna. This is episode 161 of my Minecraft survival series, and man, it feels good to be back. This is the first main series episode since the Nether update, and you guys know I like to be surprised with updates, right? There were a few things I didn't know. One of those things being that the walls were going to actually become walls and kind of seal themselves up and we wouldn't be able to see the light speaking through anymore. But you know what, that's fine. I actually don't mind this at all. In fact, I see a lot of potential for different stuff that we could do. Would I have changed this build had I known? Yeah, I might do things a little bit differently, offer up a little bit more variety in the blocks. But you know, as far as the walls go, there's only really one thing I'm super worried about, and that's their ability to let light peek through. And as you can see over here at the tops and bottom sections of our city walls, in these little cobblestone sections right here, light does not seem to have any trouble shining through those things. So that's my main concern. If that's good, I'm good. So, as usual, I am a little late to the party, but that's okay. You know, we're going to play catch up today. Before we actually go and get started building anything, working on any projects, there is some stuff I want to do, and I really want to do it in one of the bonus episodes. I just didn't have the time. But my fashion sense is apparently a little behind the times. You know, diamonds are no longer a wolf's best friend. Nah, these days it's all about the debris. It's about the scrap. It's about that netherite, right? So if you're watching the bonus episodes, you know where we're headed. If you haven't watched the bonus episodes, we did a little bit of exploring of the Nether update, and I did establish a branch mine a bit further down this way past the Eclipse Outpost. It wasn't all smooth sailing, especially with regard to the magma cubes. Oh man, those magma cubes, they become a huge pain. But you know, we accomplished what we set out to accomplish, which was basically collecting samples of each of the new blocks and stuff, right? Or at least most of them. Most of the ones I was interested in anyway. Alright, so here we are. This is the tunnel that leads down to our branch mine. It's a long way down. It's also a long way back up, especially when we have to keep jumping to get back up, which is why I brought some stairs with me. We're going to go ahead and dress this up a little bit to make traversing this a little bit easier, since we are going from way up here in the nether ceiling to deep beneath the nether floor to actually mine stuff, right? So let me go ahead and give myself a little bit of headroom. And it would also probably be smart to give ourselves a little workspace down here at the very bottom before we go and put our stairs in. This is such a dangerous area. Like, I believe directly above us is a soul sand valley, and you can hear the skeletons like kind of wandering. No, that's not, that's not above us. That's, well, it's only slightly, not far enough above us. Jeez. Okay, anyway, I was gonna say, I believe there's a soul sand valley above us. This area down here is still just as dangerous. All right, stairs are in place. That should make things much easier for us as far as traversing this area and also making sure that we don't have mobs spawning on full blocks, right? Now, this is just a temporary solution. Like when we do actually, you know, build out our nether hub a little bit further, chances are this stairway is not going to be in use anymore. We'll make a prettier, nicer way down that's a little bit wider, but we'll worry about that later. Right now, we're going to do some mining. Oops. Whoa! Celebratory mining fireworks! Woo! Alright, so I know that everybody's all about mining with the TNT and the beds and all that stuff. Me, though, I like to do things the old-fashioned way with a pickaxe in my bare hands, so that's what we're going to focus on. I'm not just after the ancient debris either. I'm going to be looking for nether gold ore, some blackstone, some quartz as well. And my plan is to basically just mine until I'm tired of mining, so at this point, why don't we put on some music and get started? Welcome back, everybody. Oops. Welcome back, everybody. And yeah, I'm done with branch mining. We did a pretty good amount of branch mining, so much so that I need to mend up each of my silk touch pickaxes. This, is this soul sand? Yeah, this soul sand, like, the ancient debris is playing optical illusions on me. I want to see it where it's not, and I keep thinking I see it. I'm like, I get so excited, but then there's none. But yeah, we did a pretty good amount of branch mining on both sides here, and I'm pretty happy with the resources that we were able to gather. We got a pretty good amount of blackstone from this, almost a full shulker box, in fact, just shy of it. We got a decent amount of quartz in here as well, and some gold, plus 35 ancient debris. Add that to the 5 we already have, that brings a grand total up to 40, which equates to, I believe, 10 pieces of netherite, which is awesome. We got some other odds and ends here as well, but I think it is about time that we pack up and head home. Now, before we start putting our stuff away, here's the blackstone. Okay, blackstone is a block that I anticipate collecting a pretty good amount of and trying to make pretty good use out of, so I think it deserves a space in our bulk storage system. And it seems like over here at the kind of nether section of our storage system, where we have our various other nether blocks and stuff like that, this would probably be the best spot for it. And with that established, we can go ahead and start smelting up our ancient debris while we're putting everything else away. And while this stuff is trying to find a home, we can go ahead and start breaking down our quartz and nether gold ore. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my fortune pickaxe right here. Give me my fortune pickaxe. Oh, and I almost forgot. We'll want to, this is the wrong chest. Yep, go away. We'll want to smelt up our other ancient debris as well, because I do want that 10 pieces of netherite. So while this stuff is smelting up, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is call Wolford on over to watch us break down the golden quartz. Welcome back, everybody, and I think we ended up getting a pretty decent amount of quartz out of that, provided that I didn't let anything despawn, because I got a little ambitious with my towers right here. It took a while to actually break them down, so hopefully nothing despawned while I was working on that. As far as gold goes, well, this right here equates to this, which is a little disappointing, because we probably would have just been better off smelting our nether gold ore. Chances are I probably did allow some stuff to despawn out here, which is a bummer. I'll have to watch out for that in the future. Wonder how many times this occurred in the past. Anyway, speaking of smelting, I do believe our netherite scrap is done, which means we can finally get our hands on some of these precious netherite ingots. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful! You guys are all beautiful. Everything's beautiful. And for the grand reveal, oh yes, I feel so durable. Yes. Alright, so at this point, all our tools and armor and all that stuff are remended up, right? But while I was over here, something occurred to me. Well, actually, a couple things occurred to me. You know, since we're getting our equipment straight, one of the things that occurred to me is that we could, at this point, definitely stand to bolster our supply of pickaxes, since, you know, over time, they tend to get lost, they tend to break, they tend to, I don't know, bad stuff just happens. Now, we do have the resources and the levels to go ahead and make up some new high-powered equipment. Yeah! Look at that. Now at this point, levels are being spent. We started off with 105. Anyone care to venture a guess as to how many we ultimately end up with? Pause the video if you still need time. Here comes the reveal. We have one level left after enchanting and naming all our pickaxes. As far as the names go, like, what I've been doing is just you know, naming them the ones that we've lost, because I've lost track of what numbers that we actually have done before and which ones we haven't. But now I feel pretty good about our pickaxe supply. Now, I said a couple things occurred to me. The last thing that occurred to me is that we are so close to having a complete set of netherite armor. Like, really, we're just a chest plate away. Ooh, that feels good. That's such a satisfying hit. All right, let's check ourselves out. You know what? I didn't think it was possible, but I feel even more powerful, more durable than I did before. Oh, this is great. Now, theoretically, we should get an achievement for this. Now, we know that it's going to take a while to show up. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is very slowly start putting my stuff away. And hopefully, before we end this clip, that achievement will actually show up any day now. All right, well, you know what? I'll keep recording, but we might just have to cut to it. There we go. Okay, cover me in debris. Yes, consider me covered. All right, that was fun. But now it's time to get to work. Now, we covered some new stuff in the first part of this episode. For the latter half of this episode, what I want to do is focus on some old stuff. I want to get some of these old projects wrapped up so we can move on to more new stuff. And one of the projects that needs to have some work done to it that we haven't touched in a while is our slime farm. Now, what the slime farm really needs is a good AFK spot and a storage system because, well, as far as the storage system goes, we have a single double chest down here, and this currently does not appear to be running because it's full, because the double chest is actually full. Okay, so yeah, we need to go ahead and get the storage system set. We need to have that placed in our AFK spot, and the AFK spot needs to be a decent ways away from the farm to actually make sure mobs spawn, because currently I'm too close to get them to spawn. So I guess the big question is, how do we transition from the slime spawning area to our AFK and storage area? And I mean, it's going to be pretty simple how we actually do that, because really we're just spanning the gap from down there to where our new storage area is going to be. Now, we do want to make sure we add a little bit of depth and interest to this, so I'm going to probably put a row of inverted stairs up here a little bit, so that leaves some room for the slimes to still fall over the edge, right? And then we'll just decorate it how we would any other Wolfen's Laboratory area with the terracotta. Listen, can you stop splatting for a minute, please? Jeez. Leave me alone. I'll just put in my stairs up here. It's easier this way anyway. As I was saying, we'll just decorate it as we would any other Wolfen's Laboratory area using our acacia and our cyan and lime terracotta. And I think this is about as high as we're going to go before we start getting in our storage system, because this leaves enough room for the mobs to spawn. So let's go ahead and kind of finish planning out these walls. I mean, overall, the design is going to be very simple. It's going to be very much just like any other walls that we've done in Wolfen's Laboratory, and not too complicated, especially compared with some of the stuff we've done recently. These acacia bits will poke out. They'll protrude a little bit from the actual walls, and the actual walls will be one block back, and they'll be made out of our terracottas and stuff, right? So, I mean, overall, fairly simple concept, should be easy to get done, and hopefully once we're done it will look decent as well. So at this point, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is call Wolfred on over here, put on a little bit of music, and just get this thing built. Welcome back, everybody. All right, so the room is built. Yeah, the room is built and I'm liking it. You know, it's not too much going on here, but it fits in with the theme of Wolfen's Laboratory, right? So we have our storage room up here. As you can see, though, there's nothing behind these chests. The storage system is not actually hooked up yet. There's also no roof. And that's because eventually we might want to put another structure above this, an above ground structure. And I'm thinking maybe it'd be nice to actually be able to see into this room eventually. As far as the entrance goes, this is going to be the actual entrance into this area. This area is also not done because this is going to be our eventual quarantine district kind of, home base, right? So we're not there yet. This is a different project. As far as this project goes, what we need to do next, though, is get the storage system up and running. So we'll go ahead and start at the end here where our items will eventually come this way and then start filling up these chests. Like they'll fill up this row of chests first, then this column of chests, and then anything extra after these chests are full will make its way into the hopper where we can dispose of any excess items once our storage system is actually full. That way, we don't have slime balls piling up everywhere. So to build this, we're going to make use of water streams over packed ice, soul sand, bubble elevators, the usual stuff. This is fun though, isn't it? We did a little bit of exploring, a little bit of resource gathering, a little bit of building, and now we're doing some redstone. We're just packing it all in. So I think we're gonna have our water streams hug the outside of this wall, kind of invisible. Like originally, why can I not jump up here? That's weird. Originally, I was thinking we'd make it go over the top, that we can see the slime balls overhead, but I mean, honestly, if we do build something over this, that's just kind of going to get in the way of everything else. So yeah, we'll just have them hug the outside here. And then basically it's just a matter of connecting this new storage system to the one we have down there below established already. And we'll probably do that with a bubble elevator right inside this wall. And I mean, I know it's never advisable to just dig straight down in Minecraft, but I don't know. Ever since I got this netherite armor, I'm feeling good, man. I mean, this protects against bad decisions as well, right? Okay, good. All right, so the track is laid out, and here's the plan. We're going to take the contents of this chest, a bunch of slime balls, right? Empty it into this dropper. That's going to shoot it into a little soul sand bubble elevator right here, which will bring it into a water stream that will bring those slime balls around this way to where we're going to have our elevator. So another soul sand piece will be down here, and that will shoot them up into our water stream up top. Why can I not jump? Oh, because we have jump boost 1 and regen. I need jump boost 2. Ah! All right, so hopefully that's a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's great. All right, yeah. I had the beacon set to haste when we were doing a little mining section of that time lapse earlier, but now I think we're good. Oh! Ooh. Hey, we got a Supersonic. We got an achievement. Oh! I know what that's from. A little bit earlier, I was kind of carving out this hole. I almost did it again, and I fell down there. Accidental achievement unlocked. All right. So now that I'm thinking about this, I'm realizing that you guys have watched me construct storage system and item transportation systems many times over. So I won't drone on about how each and every little system in this thing is going to work. I'll just give you little snippets of each and everything I'm doing. That way you can kind of see for yourself how we're putting this thing together. For instance, here is our item disposal system, which will throw excess slime balls into the cactus. Here is our item disposal system, hopefully and theoretically operational at this point. Perfect. And here is the last bit of redstone needed to send items into the water stream from our old storage system and send them off into the new one. All right, so we're just gonna kind of follow everything as it's getting loaded up here. So if let's see, they're not having any trouble moving. No, it seems like they're fine. Okay, it seems like they're moving fine. We'll go ahead and follow the path up, and we'll hopefully see everything get put away where it's actually supposed to get put away. So we'll just make our way up to the top here, and that gives us a view of the slime balls proceeding out of the elevator, down this water stream, and hopefully into the first hopper. The disposal system is not working because the chests are not full. That's good. Yeah, everything seems to be working properly here. Let's go ahead and check our chest and see how everything's doing. Beautiful, beautiful. I did not mean to pick up this granite. You can go back where you belong. All right, that's good. Very good. So now we can just go ahead and seal everything up. And with that, I think we can call the storage system to our slime farm finally done. Oh, feels good. Always feels good to make progress. Now, obviously, there's still more stuff to do in this area, like the ceiling, this corridor right here, all that stuff has to be done. But those aren't part of this project. I'm going to consider those part of other projects. So that, I think, is going to do it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button to let me know. That would mean a whole lot to me. If you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.